Linux Mint's Big Shift. Next release delayed to Christmas 2026. Here's everything you need to know. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a Linux Mint fan like me, you've probably been enjoying the rock-solid stability and user-friendly experience that this distribution has delivered for years. But today, there's some major news straight from the Linux Mint team that's going to shape the future of the distro. The next major release, what we're temporarily calling Linux Mint 23 Alpha, isn't coming until December 2026. That's right, no new version until Christmas.
In this video, we'll break down exactly what's happening, why the team made this decision, what changes are coming, and what it all means for you as a user. Let's dive in. First, a quick bit of background. Linux Mint has followed a reliable, twice-a-year release schedule for a long time, giving users fresh updates every 6 months alongside their Debian-based LMDE edition. That approach has worked incredibly well. It keeps things fresh while staying incredibly stable. But in early 2026, project leader Clement Lefebvre shared that the team was at a crossroads. They realized something important. With the current pace, they were spending more time on testing, bug fixing, and getting releases out the door than actually developing new features and improvements. Fast forward to the latest monthly update from March 2026, and the decision is official. Linux Mint is moving to a longer development cycle starting with this next release. The goal? Give the team more breathing room to do things right. As Clem put it, their mission is straightforward. Look at the previous release, set the bar higher, fix bugs, and make the desktop even better. The Linux world moves fast these days. New hardware, security challenges, and evolving technologies. And a more flexible schedule lets them adapt without feeling rushed. The result? The next full release is now planned for Christmas 2026. That's a significant change from the usual cadence, but the team says they're already feeling the benefits. They have time on their hands to tackle ambitious improvements without anything feeling off-limits. One of the most practical changes coming right away is to the installer. Starting with this release, Linux Mint will switch to the same live installer used in LMDE, the Debian edition. This isn't just a small tweak, it's a big upgrade. The new installer offers much better support for OEM installations, great for pre-installs or manufacturers, secure boot, LVM, and LUKS encrypted setups. It unifies the installation experience across both Ubuntu-based Mint and LMDE editions, making things smoother and more reliable for everyone. Now, about the name and version. Linux Mint's famous alphabetical codename system, those female names ending in A, like Xena for the recent 22.3 release in January 2026, has officially run its course. They've reached the end of the alphabet. For now, the next version is going by the temporary codename Alpha, as in Alpha, and version number 23. This is just a placeholder while the team finalizes the long-term naming and versioning strategy. They haven't decided yet whether it'll stay as version 23 or get a completely new scheme. Whatever they choose, the repo structure will still use clear, human-friendly names rather than just numbers. Under the hood, here's what we know so far about Alpha. It's based on the upcoming Ubuntu 26.04 LTS, which means a solid, long-term foundation with excellent hardware and software support. It ships with Linux kernel 7.0 for the latest hardware compatibility. The big desktop highlight is a brand new version of Cinnamon, 6.7 unstable, which includes an exciting new Wayland native screensaver and lock screen. This is a major step forward for Wayland support in Cinnamon. The old separate screensaver process is being replaced by something built directly into Cinnamon itself, making screen locking smoother, more integrated, and fully compatible with Wayland sessions. The team is currently focusing on the base system and the new installer, with plans to move on to desktops, toolkits, and applications next. They're also still deciding on details, like the exact length of future cycles, how point releases or updates will work, frozen like before, or more like LMDE's semi-rolling approach, and whether they'll add early alpha releases for testing. So, what does all this mean for you? If you're running the current Mint 22 series, don't worry. You'll continue to get updates and security fixes as usual. This longer cycle isn't about slowing down progress. It's about delivering higher quality and more thoughtful improvements when the time comes.
For new users or anyone upgrading, expect an even more polished experience with better installation options and modern desktop features like improved Wayland readiness.
The Linux Mint team has always prioritized stability and usability above everything else, and this move shows they're committed to keeping that edge in a rapidly changing Linux landscape. They're empowering themselves to be more ambitious while staying true to what makes Mint special. What do you think about the longer development cycle? Are you excited for the extra polish, or do you prefer more frequent releases? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. The team has always valued community feedback, and this is a perfect time to share. If you found this helpful, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe for more Linux news and tutorials, and hit the bell so you don't miss future updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe and happy computing!